So guys, in case you are not aware, there was a airplane disaster that could have been a lot worse, but yeah, so basically a flight was taking off from New York LaGuardia, I might be mispronouncing, airport. Shortly after takeoff, a part of the engine exploded, or the left engine exploded. A part of that flew into the window, smashed the window, and almost sucked the passenger out of the plane. It was pretty freaky, must admit. Now, the pilot that went through and actually landed the plane, people are dubbing her a hero. We have a couple of articles that talk about this, so let's just jump straight into it. The Southwest airline pilot who made an emergency landing Tuesday after the jet blew an engine and lost a window at 32,000 feet was one of the first female pilots to fly with the U.S. Navy, the New York Post reported. Tammy Jo Schultz, might be mispronouncing, 56, was calm as she navigated the damaged Dallas-bound jet flight 1380 to an emergency landing in Philadelphia, the report said. The twin-engine Boeing 737 that left New York's LaGuardia Airport had 143 customers, 5 crew on board. One of the passengers has actually died after she was reportedly hit with a shrapnel from the explosion. And she was almost sucked out of the plane too, which is kind of freaky. But Jennifer Gordia, might be mispronouncing, of Albuquerque, New Mexico, was identified as the woman who died. Jordan, might be mispronouncing, was the mother of 2 and a Wells Fargo bank executive. Witnesses told WCAU the woman was partially sucked out of the airplane window and shrapnel from the exploding engine smashed it, but remains unclear whether Rohonan was the passenger. Several others were injured. Quote, "We have part of the aircraft missing, so we're going to need to slow down a bit," Schultz told aircraft controllers from the cockpit, Reuters reported. Schultz took the plane into a rapid descent as passengers employed oxygen masks and braced for impact. The veteran pilot managed to safely land the plane at Philadelphia International at 11:30 a.m. One passenger, cited by the Kansas City Star, Lauren Schultz, nerves of steel. By the way, we do have that video. We'll play that for you now.
Joining me now here on set with his firsthand account, a passenger from Southwest Flight 1380, Joe Marcus. Joe, how are you doing?
Doing good. Hanging in there. Crazy day.
I mean, I guarantee you, when you woke up this morning, you did not think that you were going to be sitting here tonight after this. And it is, it's tragic. This woman lost her life on this flight. 7 people are injured. Describe for us what it was like for you. Where were you sitting? Were you traveling alone?
So yeah, I was traveling alone to Dallas to visit my sister who lives out there. And I got a pretty good seat right by the window. And kind of mid-flight, I hear a big boom. Look to my left, the engine's totally just black. People screaming.
So you could see the engine from where you were sitting?
Right from where my seat was, because I got a nice window seat.
Did you see this woman who was partially sucked out of the...
No, I heard a lot of a big explosion behind me. There's a couple rows back.
Okay.
So I was just trying to, keep everyone calm in my section, and just really, just listen to the instructions. The oxygen mask came down. Everyone was kind of freaking out a little bit. Yeah.
What did you hear around you? Discussions, people praying? What were you hearing?
A lot of people trying to call their, their family. The woman next to me, asked me if I wanted to text anyone, and I was already on my phone trying to, get the word out to my family. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, chaos happening during that moment.
Did you think that you were going to die?
No, yeah, I tried to stay positive towards the whole thing. I just said,
good for you, because
yeah.
I'm not that person on the plane. So I'm hoping that I'm sitting next to you, because what were you saying to people to try to reassure them?
Well, the lady next to me was, just crying hysterically, and I just said, don't worry, it's going to work out. And as the plane was just going down, we literally just felt like we were just falling from the sky. And I looked to my left, and the engine's just totally done. And yeah, and I'm the one by the window seat, so the passenger next to me kept saying, like, what's going on out there? And as soon as I saw the runway, because I didn't know if we were going to land in a field,
Yeah.
we had no idea where we were going to land. So as soon as I saw the runway, I turned to the passenger next to me. I said, "We're good. Don't worry."
You're a tough guy. You are a tough guy. So this engine pulled apart, and the debris flew behind you, right?
Yeah.
And went through this hole in the back of the plane. And we're hearing stories that people were trying to help that woman, that they were trying to help people that were here. Can you tell us anything about the way people were acting behind you around that part of the plane?
Sure, yeah. So during, while, the plane was falling, towards the back of the plane, a lot of people were yelling, does anyone have any medical training or anything? We need help back here. So I turned over my shoulder to look down, and there was a few people kind of trying to attend there to the person. And the flight attendants were very professional. They tried to keep everyone calm. And yeah, they were, the pilot, just unbelievable how she turned it around.
Was she talking to you all during
No,
this?
I didn't hear her at all. As soon as it started, as soon as the oxygen mask came down, I didn't hear it at all. They were just.
I mean, we're learning a little bit about her as you just heard, and I just want to pull up her name again. I have it here on my phone. Tammy Jo Schultz, a former Navy fighter pilot and one of the first women to fly an F-15. It's an extraordinary story. When you got off, when the plane landed, what happened on that plane?
Man, when that landed, when it hit the ground, I felt like I hit the lottery. It was just an unbelievable feeling. Yeah.
So who did you call?
No, I was texting my mom kind of mid.
She's here in New York.
Yeah, she's here. I was texting her as, we're going down, and I was like,
Were you able to get a text message?
Yeah, as we were falling, the service kind of kept coming back, and I was trying to kind of pay for the Wi-Fi on my phone too, and that wasn't working. So I was just trying to get a message out there. Yeah.
Joe, thank goodness you're okay.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're going to have a nice reunion with your family, and you'll get to see your sister in Dallas soon, I hope.
Yes, definitely.
Would you be nervous about getting back on a plane?
No, these things never happen, so. Yeah.
You're amazing. Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's great to have you with us tonight. Thank you.
Schultz, a Christian, once said in an interview that sitting in the captain's chair gave her, quote, the opportunity to witness for Christ on almost every flight. Don't understand to witness for Christ, but anyway, moving along. Quote, Tammy Jo Schultz, the pilot that came back to speak to each and one of us personally, wrote another passenger cited by the paper. Quote, this is a true American hero. A huge thanks for her knowledge, guidance, bravery in a traumatic situation. God bless her and all the crew. Schultz was one of the first female fighter pilots in the US military history, according to friends from her alma mater, might be mispronouncing, Mid-American Nausea. I might be mispronouncing that too, sorry, I apologise. She was a pilot and an instructor with the Navy before joining Southwest Airlines in 1993, KUSI reported. In a witness statement, Southwest Airlines said it was devastated over Tuesday's events. The company did not explicitly mention Schultz, which is an absolute disgusting and appalling. Okay, so we do have this article here, or this video as well, from Fox News. So we'll play that for you then we'll do the wrap-up.
Welcome back to Fox & Friends First. Horror and panic in the skies when an engine explodes minutes after takeoff. One woman nearly sucked out of a broken window is dead this morning. Now, the NTSB now trying to figure out how in the world this happened, what went wrong. Jackie Banya is here now with the horrifying firsthand accounts. Good morning, Jackie.
Hi, Heather. Good morning. This is absolutely horrifying. As you said, investigators now pouring over the blown engine as Southwest rushes to inspect their fleet. Tragedy striking the doomed Southwest flight shortly after takeoff from New York's LaGuardia Airport. The plane heading to Dallas when the engine blew, sending debris smashing into a window. Passengers trying to stop a woman from getting sucked out as pilots made an emergency landing in Philadelphia.
Engine severe damage, engine failure, and exact tons of fuel. Part of the aircraft missed you, so we're going to need to slow down a bit.
The woman, identified as Jennifer Reardon of Albuquerque, New Mexico, did not survive. She was a mother of two and an executive at Wells Fargo. Nearly 150 passengers and crew members shaken as they walked into the tarmac. Some didn't think they would survive.
As the plane was just going down, we literally just felt like we were just falling from the sky. And I looked to my left, and the engine's just totally done.
NTSB's preliminary examination shows evidence of metal fatigue on the engine and that a fan blade was missing. Part of the broken engine recovered 70 miles west of Philadelphia. Southwest pilot Jamie Jo Schultz now being hailed a hero for safely landing that plane. She was one of the first female fighter pilots in the U.S. Navy. This is the first deadly commercial airline accident in the U.S. since 2009. Heather?
I mean, it really makes you shake your head, especially if you're going to get on a flight today. All those
so
folks.
scary.
Lucky she was behind the wheel, of the plane. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, so at the end of the day, what's the takeaway from all this? Well, look, at the end of the day, obviously she's used to being in high situations, being an ex-fighter pilot. I think Southwest was very lucky to have her on the plane, that they did. Obviously, we have gone through now and found out that it was reportedly engine fatigue on their planes that actually caused this. The part of the airplane that flew off, I'm suspecting, might have been the fan or part of the fan that was missing. But yeah, this is simply what you get when you have crappy maintenance on your planes, I presume. That's what I would think it is the fact that it's just them not maintaining their aircrafts. But guys, look, I don't know. I think she's a hero, and I really do think that Trump should give her an award. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that she's a hero? Do you think she's just doing her job? Do you think Southwest was lucky to have her, or do you think other pilots would have been able to pull it off as well? Look, yeah, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.